Texas A&M Master in Science in Energy and its certificate is quite a unique and very innovative master program. It's module-based, comprising, depending whether it is with thesis or non-thesis. Let's take the thesis with a number of approximately 20 modules, non-overlapping, so one coming after the other, and then a thesis component. And then we have also the non-thesis with obviously a larger number of modules required. And the certificate is half of it, let's say, and you can take it over. And it's a 10-month program. And the fascinating part of it is that we offer, like, if you wish, a panoramic view of all the energy aspects. So with emphasis not only on the classical engineering subjects, but not only the science-based issues of energy, but also embodying them and enriching them with societal aspects, policy issues, economic aspects, entrepreneurship, even aspects related to international law and its relevance to energy. And the key objective of the master program is to train the next generation of leaders in energy by making them think in a holistic approach, understanding the wider systems-wide, if you wish, aspects and global-wide, both local and international aspects of energy. And I think that's very important because very often, as we know in science and engineering, solutions, novel solutions about energy can fail if we don't take into account policy and other wider societal aspects. So we try to train them in learning a holistic approach towards addressing the challenges of the energy of the future. We have been very fortunate in, blessed by the support of the Edrc program, of having top quality Korean students. We have been really thought that, in last year's class, they were like the top, out of the top 6, 5 of them were our South Korean students. I think there are a number of elements from their excellence performance. One is that they're very well trained, so obviously that reflects well on the educational program in South Korea. B, it reflects well on the high quality criteria for selection of the whole Edrc process, the robustness aspects. 3, also the commitment, which is clear in the education and driving force of the Korean students. And we are very pleased to see not only how good they are as initial starting point, also how good they develop themselves here. And it's very satisfactory to us to see how the next steps are. They are very, they're either going to graduate schools, conquering all the big names within the US, beyond Texas A&M, and also here. So I think the strong background, the tremendous motivation, and the high value in excellence and in education are components which make the Korean students stand on for themselves. I can lay down my vision, it's on the triad of research, education, and external relationships, including industrial relationships. On the research front, we envisage, one of the visions we have, and actually it's currently our plan is to establish national and international collaborations on big initiatives. For instance, I'll give you 2 major examples. One, food, energy, water nexus. That says a global initiative is not only US-based, it's also of great interest to South Korea and other countries and so forth. Another could be in the general area of big data analytics, like on the information side, like smart factoring. We are leading a big initiative on smart manufacturing here in the US as part of the region. So these big research initiatives can become international. So we can envisage establishing meaningful research collaborations in these areas. The second major area already we covered, training. So The example that we have is an example par excellence of how these meaningful training collaborations can take place, which provide win-win scenario. And the third is external relations, like through industrial collaborations. We discussed earlier about the role of globalization and how important this is for the planet as a whole, especially in the context and in the space of energy, and therefore, sharing best practices, best industrial practices from smart manufacturing to energy savings across the industrial spectrum can be a very valuable contribution where collaborations between Edrc and the Texas A&M Energy Institute can cultivate and provide catalysts towards that direction.